I think the biggest reason why it's important to have a woman's voice in the creative process is because in marketing and media and advertising, we pride ourselves on being a microcosm of the larger world. And we can't pride ourselves on being that microcosm if we actually don't reflect what the real world looks like. So without that women's voice in the creative process or any part of the process, we're not really being genuine to the mission that we have.
So how do you resolve that? Is that through hiring, through mentoring? How do you sort of change that mix within an agency?
It's all of those things. I think you have to mentor younger talent. I think we have to look for different kinds of talent in different kind of places than where we look today. I don't think that women, I don't think women of color, I don't think they're all hiding in some secret place that we all haven't found. I think they're probably right in front of us the entire time, but we have to grow them and nurture them and develop them in ways that we haven't really been doing in the past. The other thing is we have to hire. We have to overhire because we have to correct the system. And in overhiring, I think if we can mentor these folks and develop them, then we will even it out in a better way.
And tell me what you're doing at TBWA around mentoring.
So today we are working on a program called the Circle of Women. And the reason that the Circle of Women was brought to life was because we spoke to the women at the agency about what they needed and how they felt being a woman in the business. And their main feelings were around a lack of voice, a lack of presence, and a lack of confidence. So what we did was we identified 17 women that are on the cusp of leadership at the agency and gave them free executive coaching. And in return, what we asked from them was if they could mentor 2 to 3 women underneath them, so that in that way we would constantly create this everlasting pipeline of female leaders. The most important thing I think for me is that over half of the women in the 17 Circle of Women are women of color, because I think we have to overdevelop and overinvest in places that we haven't in the past.
And in terms of the voice of the voice of women in marketing messages more broadly, the demands of brands, speaking to your clients, what is it that they're looking for? What is it that you're suggesting to present perhaps a more balanced, gender-balanced message, a message that works for women? I know that's a very broad question, but what is the conversation with your clients?
Well, first of all, our clients are demanding more women working on their business, more women leaders, and more women day-to-day folks working on their business. And again, they're looking for that representation. They're looking for a voice that they haven't seen or heard before. And they feel that if women are at the table, if women are ideating on behalf of those brands, those voices will be heard and those ideas will be drawn out in a way that it isn't being today. So at the very least, what we can provide our clients and what we can provide their consumers and their customers is representation, is a voice from the population that most of them seek connections with.
Great. And if there was some message you would have for brands about seeking to have a more balanced message, or what they should aspire to in terms of opportunities for growth, what would you tell them?
First of all, I would say demand it. Demand it from your agencies, demand it from your media partners, and threaten to withhold the dollars unless they fulfill that demand, because that's how the world works. It's powered entirely by money. So we have to put our money where our mouth is on the topic. The second thing is that when you demand it, you will likely stay away from the issues that people fear, which is the stereotypical representation of women in media and women in marketing. We have to have the genuine and authentic voices at the table to make sure that the marketing feels authentic and genuine to the consumers that they seek to connect with.